LeBron. Mr. James, at 41 years old, how do you do it? Still captivating the eyes and the minds and the thoughts and the tubes of so many people. I mean, millions upon millions of people. I mean, there's got to at least be a million YouTube videos being posted about this today alone. I can't believe it, man. He's going to be 42 years old in December. Like, think about that. That's insane to me, man. He been around for so long. He was drafted the year I was born. And I'm talking about him right now. I just clocked out of my 9 to 5. It's incredible to think about, man. But, I mean, to try to diagnose it and break it down a little bit, that's what we're here to do today. There's an initial shock, it happened hours and hours ago now, but I just got off work, like I said, so it's all processing for me still. Initial thoughts are really cool, but really at the same time. On the side of really cool, it's just something new, it's something fresh, it's something different. He goes out east. I think he's more competitive. I think that the league is better when a LeBron team is relevant, and LeBron's team is likely going to be relevant all year long, being in Philly now. And I didn't like the LA fit the whole time personally, and I mean maybe a lot of it is my son's bias, but I wasn't the biggest fan of LeBron. I kind of liked the idea of him being this like medium market guy, and I know that Miami is like a pretty big market, but before he got there they only had the one ring with D Wade, and it was like 7 years prior, and I mean here and there, but I don't know, I kind of liked the idea of the teams that he had played for, and maybe just adding like another small market kind of team to that would have been cool. And now he adds another one of like the mid-market kind of teams. Philly's definitely not small by any stretch of the means, but I guess I wouldn't put it in there with like New York, LA, Miami. I would put ahead of it myself. I mean, maybe they are pretty damn up there though, because in terms of markets, like, I'm not the biggest nerd on that, but it couldn't be that far down the list, man. Philly sports fans go crazy, and I mean, I can't help but be happy for him. After the whole process and everything that they went through, Ben Simmons and the injuries of Joel Embiid, and this is a really cool spot for them to be in. I mean, their timeline is so interesting right now. I feel like they have one of the most, actually now that LeBron's there, they have the most complex timeline in the NBA, because you got VJ Edgecombe way over here, like so far over there, in terms of like, that's as young as it gets in the NBA right now, and good, like young and good is way over here on the graph. LeBron's all the way over there, obviously. He's got 2 years tops left. I was surprised he signed a 2-year, by the way, but that's another story. And then there's so many different variables in between, like Maxey, Jaylen Brown's a little older, Joel Embiid's a little older, and then all the way up. Like, I don't know if Kyle Lowry's going to stick around. I don't know if he retired. Actually, I think I remember he signed a contract with Toronto, like a retirement contract to retire a Raptor, but that also separate. Sorry, I'm tangenting. It's not scripted or nothing. This is just initial reaction and thoughts. I'm really intrigued, though, more than anything. I've had this kind of vision of LeBron post-LA as like a super serum Jason Kidd when he was with Dallas and New York a little bit, where like his jump shots are refined a ton. He's a pretty solid spot-up shooter now. He's still the smartest player on the floor pretty much at all times. And now he's got a bunch of guys around him that can score the rock. I see him coming in and being a crazy facilitator. I don't think he's going to try to score all that much. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes down to like 17, 18 a game, but averages like 11 assists. It's going to be interesting to see how much time he gets, how many minutes he gets every night, how many games him and Joel Embiid play, who's like the scoring option in terms of like points per game, looks, touches. Going to be really interesting to see. And like again, like I'm not like head over heels in love with it. I think it puts a ton of pressure on LeBron. I think of all the teams that were realistically in the running, unless if he went to, you know, like OKC, New York, San Antonio. You know, I don't think that there's a team out there right now with much more pressure. I think those are probably like the top 3 teams, so he wasn't too interested in those. You know, like New York, San Antonio, OKC. He was like, it's too much pressure. I don't think Philly's that far behind him now. They got Jaylen Brown for a bag of chips, you know. Tyrese Maxey's probably going into his prime now. But wow, like tip of the cap to Rich Paul, you know, coming up with Clutch Sports, even bigger now, you know, he's got the crossover their athletes. If they do anything good, he's like, I did that, I coerced this whole thing, you know, and you know, can't help but respect him as a businessman. But wow, crazy freaking move, dude. LeBron, man. LeBron at almost 42 years old, man. I'm sorry for rounding up, man. It's right around the corner, though. 41 years of age, though. He's still got the world in the palm of his hand like this by the nads. And it's crazy. You know, I also got to say, a little side note, you know, a little tip of the cap to Adam Silver. I didn't think that he would have the pull to make LeBron budge. And you could say maybe LeBron knew 2 days ago or something. But I do think that the schedule thing made him move it up. I think he might have waited for like Sunday or something, but I don't know. I could be wrong. It's my headcanon. Going into that a little bit more too, I know the top speculation was Miami or Cleveland, maybe like a little bit of Golden State in there, whatever. I kind of think that was a little bit of like a smokescreen, a little bit of a fanfare. I don't think that was ever... I do think that they were on the table at some point, but I don't think that they were ever like the front runners really like that. I think that Draymond probably made a pretty good pitch with Steph. I think that they got together, they put their heads together, and then once Anthony Davis was out of the picture, that was a dead mission. I think Minnesota was likely on the table. I think that they were probably tied with, if not ahead of Cleveland, if I had to speculate. I'd be surprised if LeBron sees, you know, and LaMelo and isn't at least interested in that. It does look fun. I could see them not, you know, wanting to make the same pitch and effort that guys in like Philly did. But I think Philly did do the thing, obviously. Like, I think that all the pitches that they threw at him with like each one of their starters pretty much reaching out to him personally and telling him, I think that that's huge, you know. And like small side notes here and there, you know, I think it's important to note that if they didn't trade for Harden, I think Cleveland would have had a much better chance. And I also think it's kind of neat that Philly took Dean Wade, who I think fits perfectly with LeBron, from Cleveland, and I think he might have had a little something to do with, hey man, like I was just over there, like you don't want to be there, you don't want what they're offering, you're good, like you want to be here, I just came here, I'm already seeing it, come with me, come on. So like shout out Dean Wade, obviously he was like the main catalyst, the X factor for bagging LeBron. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, man, freaking crazy day, man. I can't believe it. LeBron is a Sixer. I got a little Joel Embiid jersey on, man. You know, we repping it. But yeah, the NBA is crazy, man. I got some stuff coming up down the line next week. I'm gonna try to get up 2 videos, Monday and Friday. Friday gonna be a little podcast kind of form. Wednesday should be a stream. Gonna be Fortnite this week. Gonna be a little bit different. But if you made it this far, I really appreciate you, man. LeBron moving around is insane to me. I didn't think I'd see LeBron play for another team. Team number 4 is crazy, but let me know if you want him to win. Let me know if you give a shit about him winning. Would him winning his 5th in Philly matter? Would it matter if he's the 3rd option? Would it matter if he's the 5th option? Gonna be a really interesting season. I'm really excited nonetheless. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. Love you guys. Peace.